was just a young woman in love, and her boyfriend had just gotten out of jail on some federal probation charges about 2 weeks prior. He got out of jail, went to go live with her. She at the time was 9 months pregnant with his child. That evening they got into an argument. He got angry with her. He pulled her by the hair and he threw her head into the beveled glass door. When I got the police report, I read it and wanted to hear exactly from her so that I could determine what charges to file. When I spoke to her, she got angry with me. She called me every name in the book and she hung up on me. I knew something wasn't right. So at that point, we were going to take him to trial. But prior to the trial, I found some evidence that indicated that he was in fact bullying her. So the day or 2 days before trial, my investigator and I went to her house and I told her, look, I know what's going on. I know you're being bullied. I'm here, I'm your friend. We want to help you. We are not the enemy. As soon as I told her that, she burst into tears and she said that she understood. She didn't want to be with him anymore and she was ready, willing, and able to cooperate with us. Based on that cooperation, I went to trial, got a conviction, and he received the maximum sentence.
One of the challenges we often face when we prosecute these cases is that the victims don't want to cooperate. Sometimes they blame themselves, sometimes they think they're the ones that are causing this. Other times it is the person that they love who's abusing them and they don't necessarily want to see them go to jail. Sometimes they get angry with us and they think that we're trying to rip their family apart or their relationship apart. They may be concerned about them going to jail, especially if they're the primary breadwinner. They sometimes go into hiding to avoid talking to us. Sometimes we have to get our investigator to go out and track them down. We let them know that what happened is not okay and it's not their fault and that we are their friend. It is my role to help them walk through this process.
Women are victims in domestic abuse battery cases 85% of the time. And our goal is to get them out of those situations. The first time this comes to our office is when we hear that there's been an arrest made in a domestic abuse battery case. And one of the big issues is control. And that control starts before, during, and after. The first time we see them is when they come in and that control has been broken and they're ready to do something about it. However, that changes. In 2 weeks or a month, again, the defendant is out of jail a lot of times and is exercising the control back on that victim. One of the big things that our office tries to do is maintain constant contact with the victim. Once we do that, we know we can stop the control factor. Domestic violence is never all right. Our goal is not to put people in jail. Our goal is to change the behavior. And we have several ways to do that. We have what's called anger management classes, which involve 26-week programs that are very intensive, alcohol and drug treatment, and even mental evaluations for the defendant.
My name is Warren Montgomery. I'm the District Attorney for Washington and St. Tammany parishes. I have the privilege of working with many fine people, and I've added resources to our Domestic Violence Unit. That unit is dedicated to prosecuting individuals who in fact commit domestic violence offenses. Many of the murders in Washington and St. Tammany parishes are the result of domestic violence, of unhappy relationships. We believe that by attacking the issue of domestic violence, we're not only reducing murders and reducing domestic violence, but we're also encouraging individuals to enter into programs that help them establish and maintain healthy relationships. That's why it was so important for me to add additional resources to that unit. The resources that we're seeing are definitely worth the investment. Thank you.